Hey friends! So today's video is gonna be a silly little one. I wanted to do a video where I talk about the products that I have anti-hauled in the past that I ended up actually buying. So we're gonna go through things that some of which I was wrong about. Some I was wrong about. Not all of them. Some I was stupid about. So, got a little wine spritzer here. I have gone through my anti-hauls, all 19 of them, and I found some things that I talked about that I said I was not going to buy that I did actually buy. So, we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes, whether it's buying products that you don't need or saying that we're not going to buy products that later on you're like, maybe I kind of want that. So we're gonna start with the first product that I was so very wrong about, the Subculture palette. We're gonna talk about Anastasia quite a lot in this video, but Subculture is the first thing that I anti-hauled that I admit I was totally wrong about. I bought it from Marshall's several months ago, and the newer formula, the reformulated formula, where there's like a gajillion more products and more ingredients in this palette. It's a good palette. I love it. It's definitely one of my faves. It's just, the color story is everything that I wanted in a palette, and I said that in my initial video where I was like, I love the color story. It's everything as far as what I like in a palette, but I was so against the formula when it first was like on the scene, and I was like, I was wrong. I know, I was wrong. I love it. Sue me. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Now we're going to talk about something that I mentioned in the, I think the first anti-haul where I did specifically about products that I wanted, that I actually did want. And this is a product that I don't really use anymore for various reasons, but it's the Kat Von D eyebrow gel. And this is the shade Magenta. And I bought this before the shit hit the fan with Miss Von D. So I have this. I wish I didn't. I wish I didn't buy it, because as good as it was when I had very, very bright pink hair, my hair faded, not like super quickly, but it faded to the point where like this color didn't make sense for me. And I'm not somebody that like keeps up hair color like super bright every like several weeks. Like I don't do that. So I like to let my hair fade. So this was not a purchase I was happy with, okay? I'm gonna try to get more use out of it. Like, I'm gonna try to. But there's another brow company that has like bright colored things. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I will just like put it in the video. Here it is. It's another company that isn't run by a problematic owner. So if you've been wanting to try this, something like this, here's another company that has stuff similar. I was right in my initial anti-haul. I didn't need it. Another thing that I anti-hauled originally in a video where I was like, I don't need this right now. I don't need it, but I want it. I eventually bought the Fenty Sangria Sunset and Mimosa Sunrise. As you well know, if you've watched a handful of videos in the last several months, I've used this. I really, really like it. I definitely probably not going to use it as much in the fall, but like in the summertime, I was using this quite a bit, and I love the formula on the Fenty Kilowatt foils, like the Kilowatt foils, the Kilowatt highlighters. I love this formula. I love this packaging. I said I would probably buy it later on, and I was right.
I was right, okay? I was right.
We got another Anastasia palette. This one I can directly contribute to my friend Hannah, Smoky Glow, who was raving about the shimmers and the metallics in this palette. And then my friend Gabby, who had this palette, and I like swatched it at her house, and I was like, oh shit, it's actually really good. And then I realized, just like in my own collection, I got rid of the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette because I just wasn't using it. I gave it to my sister, but I didn't really have like a true kind of cool neutral palette. So I have gotten a good amount of use out of this. And so initially when I was like,
I don't need that, it's boring.
When I saw it in person, it wasn't as boring as what it looked like in the picture. So I'm glad that I have this, because this black shade is actually really awesome. And the shimmer shades in here are so beautiful. Like, they're such beautiful shimmer shades, and I like the packaging. It's sparkly. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. Another thing, which isn't this specifically, but it's another thing from Cover FX, I stan the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. I think this is the 3rd bottle that I have of it, I think. Please, Cover FX, send me this. I would, love you forever. I was curious about the Dewy Setting Mist, and I did buy it eventually. I went through it. I liked it. I still like this one better. I don't know if it's just like something about the finish of it just looked glowy without looking greasy. Something about the dewy finish ended up looking greasy on me. So I prefer the Illuminating Setting Spray, but I did end up buying the Dewy Setting Spray when it was on sale. So I think I bought it when, like, during Black Friday, because then I got one of the, like, the Celestial, like, enhancer drops or whatever, one of the highlighty drops. That's what it was. I bought the Dewy, the Illuminating, and then I got, like, the highlighter drops for free or something. I bought the Dewy Setting Mist. It was good, just not my cup of tea. I prefer the Illuminating. Is there that much of a difference? I don't quite know. I'm not sure. The next thing we're going to talk about is a collection from MAC, which, full disclosure, I don't purchase from MAC anymore since I've gone cruelty-free. I bought this last summer, a little bit before then. This was spring. This was last spring, so like a year and several months. It was like spring of 2018. This is the Patrick Star MAC collection. I bought the whole thing. I bought the lip gloss, the lipstick, eyeshadow quad, which I can't find right now, and then the blush. I do like the blush. The lipstick and the lip gloss kind of just like sits in my desk. The lipstick is good and the lip gloss is fine, but it's a little too pigmented for me. So I wish I had just bought this and like the quad, because the lip products I don't really get use out of, but the packaging's still pretty. Now, if the same thing had happened now, I wouldn't have bought this collection. But I can't remember if it was like on sale at Ulta when I saw it, but like the whole collection was like in a box and I was like, this is convenient, I'll just buy the whole thing. And then I got use out of like 2 of the 4 products. I know, I committed one of the things that I try not to, that I tell people not to do. I bought it for 2 of the products and I didn't end up using 2 of them. It's an easily dupeable blush. It's just like a nudie mauve, whatever. Plenty of dupeable blushes. Speaking of blushes, this is a more recent purchase and a more recent anti-haul. It was one of the things I anti-hauled in something where I was like, I don't need this right now, but I'm definitely gonna eventually buy it. And I did. This is the Cover FX Blush Duo, and this is in Warm Honey. I've been wearing this consistently. I've just been keeping it in my makeup bag. I do love it. I love the packaging. I love this side. I love both sides are great. It's a great blush duo. This side is very, very pigmented. If you're a deeper complexion to mine, this would probably be a little bit easier to work with. This one I really have to tap it on, because otherwise, like a little bit, because otherwise it's very, very pigmented. This on the other hand is just a super easy blush to use. It just looks lovely on the skin. I'm wearing it on my face today, and it's just, thanks Cover FX. A ColourPop thing that I anti-hauled that I ended up buying 2 of which, only 2. The label has totally come off, but this is one of the ColourPop So Juicy lip glosses. This is in the shade, I don't fucking know. I bought 2 of these. This one is the more peachy, shimmery shade. I have another one that's more like a nude shade without like the kind of metallic sheen to it, and I'm glad that I bought them because I like them. The texture is nice. They smell good. They feel good on the lips. I think this was one of the things where I was like, I don't need this right now. I have a bunch of lip glosses to go through, but I've been using lip gloss a lot more in the last several months, so like I'm not mad that I own this because I use it. So ColourPop, you got me on the lip gloss. So many of your other recent collections, I don't know. I have a handful of things from the Glossier Play collection. I have the Vinylic Lip, and I bought those around my birthday, and that was like in a video where I talked about things that I actually wanted, and I do like them. I do like them. I don't wear them nearly as much as I've been wanting to, but I haven't honestly been wearing a lot of lip products, so I just need to like stop buying lip products. But it's like, it's good. Like, I like it. It's good. 2 more things from Anastasia. Have I bought everything I've anti-hauled from Anastasia? I might have. I feel like I just need to stop talking about ABH because it's like reverse psychology. This was something that I talked about in one of my anti-hauls where I was like, I want this and I want to buy it eventually. This is the Dip Brow pomade gel, the Dip Brow gel thing, and I use it every single day. I talked about it in several videos and I really, really like it. Once I got through my Dip Brow gel, like the one that I use with a brush, I bought this. I like it. I don't regret buying it. Next time, depending on how light my hair is, I might buy the lighter shade, but this is in the shade taupe, so it's really good. It's a really good kind of like all-purpose color and I'm not mad about it. One thing that I did not buy myself that my boyfriend bought me for my birthday is the Riviera palette, and I honestly haven't used this a ton because I feel like I was just going for like different shade. I don't know if this is like sitting back at the back of my drawer during the summertime, but I'm gonna try and bust it out a little bit this fall, so I'm gonna like leave it on my desk, be like, I'm gonna take this to work today. But I like it. I like it a lot. I honestly haven't gotten enough use out of it yet, so I need to use it more to like truly form like my be-all end-all opinion of it. It's good. The shades are nice. I'm glad that I have it. I thank you so much to my boyfriend for getting it for me. He's very sweet. He loves me so much. I love him too. And I love the packaging on this one specifically. Like, I love that they had these two palettes had like a different kind of packaging. I want them to kind of stick with like this texture is so nice and satisfying. I love it. I do like it. Bahamas is a really nice hot pink though. Ooh boy. The last thing we're gonna talk about that I bought, honestly, I think this is the only one where I truly regret it 100% because I hated it so much. The Milk Kush Mascara. I fell into the trap. Actually, the Kush Mascara and the Kush Lip Gloss Balm, the one that comes in the squeezy tube, I fell into the trap of weed marketing. And I enjoy a joint. I enjoy an edible. I do. I like it. So I fell into the marketing. I did. The Kush Mascara was terrible. The Kush Mascara flaked on me, got clumpy. It was so uncomfortable. It was so not worth the $22 price tag, and I regret buying it completely because I hated it. Like, there were so many times when I would wear it out and then I would like be at a show and I would just be like, just blinking manically, just like going to the bathroom and just like sticking my finger in my eye because I would have fucking mascara in my eye. I hated that mascara. And I'm angry that I bought it because it was not good. It honestly made my lashes look nice, but the annoyance of using it was not worth the trouble at all. My Essence Lash Princess does everything I need it to, so I hated it. And then the lip glossy balm thing, I feel like it's like irritated my lips every time I used it, so I just like gave it to my sister and she likes it, but I don't know. My lips are like weirdly sensitive to specific lip balms. I don't know why. I wish it wasn't. I wish my lips were not so sensitive. Hey, stop. I think that was everything that I remember at least purchasing after anti-hauling, and I just wanted this video to be kind of like, nobody's perfect. Like, I'll see something, I'll see the marketing and be like, oh, like, I want to like go against the man and I want to like tell people not to buy it and I don't want to fall into the trap. And like, sometimes you just are in a different financial situation and like, one week you're like, oh, I'm so broke, I want to like damn the man and I want to speak against this thing. And then another week you're like, well, I got like, I don't know, I had a photo gay and I have like an influx of money and like I tried it in the store. Like, nobody's perfect. And sometimes you change your mind. Like, sometimes you change your mind. I don't want this video to be like, oh, well, like, I've been wrong so much, because in the larger scheme of things, I haven't gone back on my word a lot. Like, I've done 19 anti-hauls. 19! That's so many. And with this tiny little pile of stuff that I ended up buying, like, I think my track record is pretty decent. Like, pretty decent. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe in 19 more videos and 19 more anti-hauls to do another one. Let me know in the comments below if there's been anything that you ended up changing your mind about, because like I said, nobody's perfect and people change their mind. It happens. I wish I never bought this. I wish I never bought this for various reasons. One, because my hair didn't stay this bright very long, and two, Kat Von D ended up being like an absolute trash human. So, you know, sometimes you're like, I just own this now and I use it in my private life and I don't use it on camera. Like, that happens. That happens to everybody. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Today's song of the day is Wake by Typhoon, and I listened to Typhoon's whole last record, Offerings, the other day in full several times. I don't know why I was like feeling extra sappy, but the song Wake is the first track off that record, and if you like atmospheric kind of folkestral indie rock stuff, it's hard to describe music anymore. I've run out of adjectives. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thanks to my patrons. Y'all are lovely. I like ya a lot. I appreciate ya. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the little bell notification to get notified when I upload stuff. I haven't said that in a minute. I'm such a bad YouTuber. What? Yeah. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!